I make notes. You know, notes about what I'm gonna say. And I definitely want to talk about the idea of I am out of our group, out of our collective, if you will. I'm the fighter. I used to be the one that when they needed something done, they'll pull me up to do it. I used to be the one that was angry all the time because of what crap I've been through. I'm trying to figure out the best way to say this because I'm not the one with words. I'm not good at that. Words. And if you ever seen any of my other videos, I am rambling a lot with a very loose, overarching thread to it all. But what I want to start with is that I believe, and I have seen enough people with not just similar diagnoses like mine, but others as well. Other diagnoses like PTSD, bipolar, explosive anger disorder. Um, I'm pretty sure the last one, that's not the right term for it, but I just want to make sure that you guys understand what I'm trying to say. We are survivors. What has happened to us in the past? The example I have in my head is a child crying. And it's something small, something minute, something insignificant. Something that really isn't anything to really cry over. But no one's there. No one is there to comfort him. In a crowd of people, no one is there. So what do you do, right? I don't know what the child is crying about. I don't know if something that happened to us. But I can see a mirror image of him consulting him. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to see that. I'm not sure what it means. I'm not sure exactly how much of it I know. But I understand from what I see that when something is needed, the brain will figure out a way to make it happen. The mind will figure out a way. For lack of a better term, your soul will figure out a way to make it okay to move on to the next day, the next week, the next month, and the next year, and so on and so forth, and etc. Hanging on James so much. Our handicap slash disorder slash diagnosis is how we were forced to survive. With what has happened and what has been always available to us all along, our mind. Notes from Simon. Regardless of how broken we may seem to be, our reactions, our disorders, our diseases, as other people call it, if how we are, how we not, if not how we cope, it's not how only we cope with trauma, but also how we are quick to adapt to the idea of survival. I'm the doer. Nicholas, me. Simon is the thinker. Simon Spencer. And James is the social talker. Michael's the crazy old man who happens to protect us all. Tobias is the innocent. Danny's the urban, shady individual. Seth is the mercenary. I'm not sure where he fits in this whole idea of mental health and how every persona has a certain goal. And the Horde are darkness. What we fight and what Michael saved us from. In some way, shape, or form, this is all designed for us to survive this world. Or maybe it's just fate. Like if it was any other movie where several individuals were put together to save the world. Was it some cosmic plan, or was it just, fate or destiny or whatever? Things I don't believe in, just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Or the wrong place at the wrong time, depending. I don't know why I'm doing these videos other than the fact that I know that I can help by sharing my own story. But I'm not that guy. I wasn't. I got married and things changed. I had a son and things changed a lot. Most personas don't live by themselves in this world for more than 2.5 years, and I've been here for damn near a decade. They'd throw a party for me if I would care to even attend. It doesn't matter. Survival is what matters. Living. Before I was content with just a family, and that was it. I didn't really try to fix anything. Matter of fact, I shut everything else out. Simon, James, Michael, I just tried to shut them all out because it was my life. I wanted that to just be my life. I wanted to be a whole person. That's not how this works. At least not for us. We have to work together. Not integration, but corporation. We had to incorporate each other for the same goal of survival. For the same goal as the legacy. Our son. My son. Now, there are plenty of things that we don't always agree on. Simon doesn't like you guys, Toyans. The other world people. Toyans. Michael loves you guys. He sees the potential in all of you that is uncanny and amazing and inspiring. Michael, Mad, the hero of our world. The guy who saved me from the brink. Saved me from the darkness. Already addicted to it. But he gave me another purpose, another chance to do better. With people who have other disorders, bipolar, you guys are able to sympathize with both angles of a situation, both extremes. Don't allow yourself to tunnel vision yourself to that. See that you can see both outcomes and use that to make a better decision. People who have PTSD, who have experienced something traumatic. I did. Multiple times. The most recent being the incident. I can't let that bring me down. I can't let that destroy me, and I can't hide from it. I have to use that to make me better. I have to use that to learn from. What does that mean? What happened? And what can I do to prevent that from ever happening again? What can I do to prepare myself? These disorders that have been labeled diseases, that people have looked down on us before having them. These things have helped us survive. And I'm not just talking about me. I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about other people. I'm talking about you. Your experience. That is what's special. That is what you can choose that will either destroy you or build you to be the most amazing thing this world has ever seen. I'm not talking out of my ass. I swear. I'm telling you this from personal experience. if you allow yourself to let other people tell you that because you're diagnosed with schizophrenia, DID, depression, PTSD, and every other alphabet in the book, understand you don't have to be labeled. Because what you are is a survivor. Either by chance or by will. You have either been chosen or you earned it. But regardless, you have that. Don't let anybody bring you down from surviving. Surviving whatever bad thing happened to you. Don't hide from it. Embrace it. Learn from it. And use it as a tool to make you better. Because that is what we are. We are survivors. Never forget that. I hope Michael's proud of what I'm trying to do here. And I'm hoping one day my son will be too. He will learn to survive, but hopefully in a different way. The world is harsh, there's no question about that. But what you do to survive. Because even the body, the mind, without you even knowing, will do whatever it takes to make sure everything else survives. I hope this helped. I gotta go. It's getting cold. Good night, you guys.